Imagine the fog-shrouded fields of Normandy, June 1944. The beaches still reek of cordite and salt water, the graves fresh dug. But out there, in the hedgerows and hollows, a shadow unit stirs. Not with rifles cocked or tanks rumbling, but with bicycle pumps hissing and canvas flapping like ghosts in the wind. They call themselves the Ghost Army. Not platoon of killers, but a band of painters, puppeteers, and phonies, artists turned con men, actors playing soldiers. And in the dead of night, they inflate an army from thin air. Hundreds of rubber tanks, phantom divisions that fool the eye, the ear, even the soul. This is the story of the men who tricked Hitler into fighting shadows and won the war without firing a shot. It starts in a smoky London pub, 1943. Two American officers, Colonel Billy Harris, the strategist with a gambler's grin, and Major Ralph Ingersoll, the writer with a poet's fire, huddle over pints. They've seen the Brits do it. Fake tanks in the desert, broomstick silhouettes that sent Rommel's panzers chasing mirages across North Africa. "Why not us?" Harris mutters. "Turn our Madison Avenue madmen loose on the Nazis." Back in Washington, the brass bites. Enter the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops. 1,100 souls, average IQ 119. Smarter than most generals. They're scouted from art schools and ad agencies. Bill Blass, the future fashion king, sketches camouflage that blends tanks into twilight. Ellsworth Kelly, abstract painter extraordinaire, daubs murals to mask the real from the ruse. And Bernie Bluestein, a 19-year-old kid from Cleveland, doodling in his dorm when a cryptic army ad whispers, "Camouflage experts wanted, no combat." He signs up, thinking it's safe. Little does he know, deception is the deadliest game. They train in the Virginia woods, turning forests into stages. 4 units, like fingers on a fist. The 603rd for visuals, masters of the inflatable illusion. Picture it, a Sherman tank, 30 tons of steel fury, shrunk to 93 pounds of rubber and glue. Pumped up in 5 minutes flat, parked in a line with real jeeps for cover. From a Messerschmitt's cockpit a mile high, indistinguishable. The 3132nd handles the airwaves, spoof radio, forging Morse code chatter that mimics the 4th Armored. Grid 47, advancing, air support, over. Operators like George Dramas, barely 18, sweat over captured kraut sets, aping their static and slang. Then the Sonic Boys, half-tracks hauling 500-pound speakers, blasting tapes of tread clanks, mess hall banter, even bulldozers bridging rivers that don't exist. And the atmospherics? MPs in bespoke uniforms, Blass's tailoring, strutting into border town taverns, flashing phony badges, dropping hints like breadcrumbs. Heard the 9ths massing north, big push tomorrow. One night, a ghost poses as a brass hat general, barking at a barmaid who spills the tale straight to Berlin. Their baptism? Normandy, D-Day plus days. Real boys storm Omaha, blood soaking the sand. The ghosts? They scatter decoys across empty pastures, drawing Luftwaffe vultures to peck at ghosts. Bombs crater mud, pilots burn fuel on phantoms. Meanwhile, the invasion surges unchecked. Casualties? Slashed. But glory's fleeting, danger's real. They hug front lines, 500 yards from Jerry guns. 3 ghosts die. One shredded by shrapnel, another caught in a strafing run. 30 wounded. Bernie Bluestein dives into foxholes as shells whistle overhead, heart pounding like a drum solo. We weren't soldiers, he'd say later, voice cracking at 98. We were actors, bad ones sometimes, but damn if we didn't sell the show. Fast forward to Brest, August 1944. The port's a fortress, granite walls spitting fire. The 2nd Infantry flanks wide, but needs time. Enter the ghosts. Speakers hum to life at dusk, 500 yards from the enemy. Tank engines growl. Troops shout obscenities over chow. Bridge builders hammer phantom pontoons. For days, German 88s thunder, pummeling orchards into Swiss cheese. The real flank? Silent, swift. Brest falls. U.S. dead? A fraction of what it could have been. Italy's no picnic either. The 3133rd Sonic Detachment, detached but deadly, pipes beach assaults into the wind off Anzio. Mussolini's boys rush ghosts. Allies break free. But the masterpiece? Operation Viersen, March 1945. Rhine River, the Reich's last moat. 9th Army preps the Rio crossing south. Ghosts, they conjure the 22nd Corps north of Xanten. 30,000 make-believe men. Dawn, 600 inflatables bloom like metal flowers. Radios buzz, faints. Speakers roar a symphony of war. Treads on cobble. Officers cursing the mud. MPs prowl pubs. Uniforms crisp as new bills. German intel lights up. Massive buildup. Panzers pivot. Paratroopers drop on decoys. Strafing runs pop rubber like fireworks. Me-10-9s buzz low. Tracers stitching empty earth. The real 9th Army slips across like thieves in the night. Bridgehead secured in hours. As one declassified memo purrs, a small group, decisive influence. 22 ops, from hedgerows to Ruhr. They spoof 40,000 troops, save 15,000 Yank lives, maybe 30,000. Deactivated September 45. VJ whispers in the wind. Secrets sealed tighter than a sub's hull. Vets like Bernie zip it, even from wives. Letters home, coded heartache. All quiet on the canvas front. Artifacts, deflated, discarded. But the echo? In every PSYOP drone, every cyber ghost today. In 1985, a Smithsonian tale cracks the vault. Declassified 96. 2022, Congress pins gold medals on the survivors. Ghosts no more. Bernie, eyes misty. We did what we had to. In a war of thunder and blood, they proved the pen, or the pump, mightier than the sword. They painted victory from vapor. And somewhere in the fog of those fields, the shadows still march.